What do you reckon? For the first drive along video of the year, shall we do a DV? I think we ought to. We might as well, haven't we, really? Because the weather's a bit naff anyway, and I haven't had a chance to do a drive along for you yet. And I'm about to pop up from the yard here in Cannock up to you Toxeter, so I might as well, hadn't I? So I'm going to put this on my head, look a complete cock, just for you lot. While I'm thinking about it, before we go anywhere, Cannock with, which one was it? Good question. 104. We are on our way to trailer number is 115. Shove it down there at the way. Put my seat belt on, which is always a good idea if you think about it. Engine shuts down imminent. Engine. You can't, I'm going. Look, see, I'm going. I'm on my way. I've got motion lotion. Motion lotion. Yeah, baby. Isn't it wonderful? Friday, couple of digs. It's starting to rain. It's got that horrible, just blanket cloud across the whole country that drives everybody soft. It's starting to rain already. Look at it. It's just not good. It's not good. It's absolute cack, isn't it? When you think about it, it's proper cack. What can you do? There's not really a lot you can do. You just have to get on with it. I suppose there is one good thing about it though. At least it ain't snowing. It's not snowing, that's a good thing. That is a good thing if it's not snowing. Oh, look at this weather. Weather, it's got some weather. Weather or not, I don't know. To do this, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. So, here we are, as we do, trundling down the road. Being as best we possibly can. Try not to interfere with too many people. You know what I mean? But hey, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. Today, I've been feeling a little bit weird, to say the least. I mean, my head is in the shed. It's not here. It certainly ain't here. Not a chance. You know when you have those lapses in judgment, moments where you think, oh, have I done that? No. Have I? Really? Have I forgot? No. something I was about to do. What was it? Oh, I've had that kind of a day today. It's been really weird. Really, really weird. I think it's because it's Friday and I'm thinking the weekend already. I just ain't here. You know what I mean? I'm just not here. I'm already on the weekend in my head, which is not good really when you think about it, but hey, whatever. This morning, on the way up the A38, I was on my way to Derby and minding my own business, putting up there, and up ahead there was a bus, one of those single deck buses, which was a learner bus, and I'm already at full freight, so I'm as you do. That's a nice mouth there, isn't it? Unusual. So there I am, up the road. I am empty. I haven't actually got any what's it, fucking, oh, any of that. I'm just empty. I'm carrying fresh air basically, and minding my own business as you do. And I see this bus in the lay-by, and literally, I mean, he was only about 100 yards in front of me, right? And his indicator came on and he pulled straight out, right? So imagine being 100 yards in front, I'm travelling at 54 miles an hour, and he decides just to pull straight out on me. What a complete bell end. And he was a learner ped, and I don't blame the learner ped. I blame the fucking poxy instructors that were sitting in there, whether it's one or two, I don't know, whether there was one instructor and there's a couple of people who train at the same time, if you know what I mean. But to allow that kind of behaviour is just stupid. I mean, he didn't even bother to fucking, look to see if anything was coming. He just indicate and off he comes straight. Now, I understand that in a high street. I mean, I can get round that, I suppose, but not pulling from a stationary point onto a fucking 70 mile an hour road. That's bloody stupid, that is. I mean, what the fuck was that all about? So I'm like, down to like fucking less than 30 miles an hour as he's pulling away, like I'm on the horn. Wanker, you're the fucking bell end. Get round him. You're a fucking knob jockey. You frigging plaited prick. I just don't understand it. I don't get the mentality of it. Who in the right mind trains somebody to pull out from a stationary point onto a 70 mile an hour road? It's just, you just don't do it. I mean, what the fuck? Should we sort of put this into context, right? This is what it should be. Right? This is the how can I put it? The real case scenario is what you should do, right? Okay, so there you are. You're in a lay-by, and you want to pull out that lay-by. So your engine's on, you're in gear. You stick your indicator on as you're looking at the mirrors, and you have a quick look as well over your shoulder to see who is in that particular lane that you want to get into, knowing full well that it is a 70 mile an hour road. If you didn't know that, then you shouldn't be on the fucking road in the first place. But anyway, so if you are observant enough, you will see people will move over to the next lane if they can. But some people are just downright ignorant and won't bother. But they haven't got to. It's not a law that says they have to move over when they see you indicate. No. But you don't pull out onto a fucking fast road like that from a standstill in front of traffic. You wait. You wait until somebody moves over and there's a nice long gap so people can see you from a distance, and then make a manoeuvre to get around you safely. I couldn't. I had people alongside me. Fuckwit. I mean, if that's the kind of driving standard that they're teaching these people these days, no wonder the fucking quality of driving's gone down the cacker. Unbelievable. I mean, why? Why on earth? would somebody instruct someone to do something as stupid as that? I don't know. Like I say, on a high street, now there's basically fuck all moves anyway because of the traffic shunting about. But on a fast road like that, especially one that's 70 miles an hour, I mean, you wouldn't even do it on a 40 or a 50 mile an hour dual carriageway, would you? So I'll give up sometimes, I really do. It just makes you wonder where people get the mentality from. But the instructors are one to blame for that. I don't know what school of fucking motoring he comes from, but it must be a school of dunces if you ask me. And there's no excuse for it either. I don't care. You come up with any kind of scenario that makes that a plausible idea or a reason to do, by all means try it, but I'll slam you down straight away. Because one thing's for certain fact is if you're on a lane and you're doing less than 10 miles an hour, which is what you will end up doing to start with, then you're creeping up your speed and you've just pulled out in front of you. What's the fundamental thing you've caused? A fucking hazard. You are now a hazard. You are a danger to other motorists because you're going less than what anybody else is going. Your speed is not even close to their speed yet, and you've not given anybody a chance to move out your fucking way. Oh, I tell you, I felt like fucking swerving into the bastard thing and shoving it in the fucking field. But saner minds prevailed. Unbelievable. Anyway, we are up in Cannock. We are coming close to Hensford. We're not quite there yet though, but now we are. We're in Hensford. I thought I'd do that. That was funny. Yes, we are now in Hensford, pootling our way up this little street. It's a bit of a wobbly street actually. This particular truck, you know, it's making some right weird noises. I'm driving down and it's a reasonably level road. It's not obviously perfectly flat. Like Luke would say, certain roads are perfectly flat, but they're not. But anyway, a bit of a joke there. This thing seems to have this funny banging sound coming from the back of the vehicle. It's really weird. Not the actual trailer itself. I'm on about the unit. It just goes bang, 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 bang. Now I'm thinking that it's possible. Yes, it was going bang, 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 bang. A bit like that. You want to do it again? Bang, 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 bang. Does that sometimes? And I have no idea what it is. I've got an idea, I suppose, a sort of a guess, a theory, but I don't know for sure. I think there may be a cab mount that's failed, or it's knackered, or worn out, or probably both, or all three. I don't know. It's weird, but it feels like it's coming from the axles. To be fair. Maybe not, I don't know. We're off, we're on our way, we're pulling around again. Yeah, Mary. Hill starts are the best, yes. Frigging piece of piece these days, especially when you've got a automatic gearbox. It's not difficult, is it, really? Yeah. I think this weekend I'm going to go and do some camera shopping. I want to go see what kind of camera I can afford. I also sort of had the idea of maybe purchasing a 5th GoPro camera, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? because I have been thinking about putting one on the back doors so it faces completely, behind us, so we can have a full 360-degree, motion, if you like, in a sense. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But hey, whatever. But I do want a normal, snappy camera. I want one of them. And I have seen a couple. I just want something, a little bit of an upgrade to what I've got already. I mean, the one I've got is great, don't get me wrong, but I want to upgrade it. I really do. I want to upgrade it. But we'll find out the weekend and have a look. I've also, I was contemplating on a new TV as well, because I could really do with a new TV. Because mine's on its way out. I don't think it's going to last much longer, to be fair. You know what I mean? I think it's probably going to end up going, I've had enough, I'm going to blow up. And that's the end of it. It'll be gone. But again, it's what kind of TV do I get? What make? I like Sony stuff, but they still seem to be a bit behind everybody else for some unknown reason. I don't know why. Odd that is, it? Really odd. I could also do with a new amp as well, a new surround sound amp. AV, audio visual receiver. Could do a new one of them and all, because the one I've got don't get me wrong, it's served me well, but for the last few years I've had to have the top of it has been off, right? The lid's been off. That's up in my spare room, that is. Because the transformer inside the gadget, that sort of failed, and I had to bodge it, and in doing so meant that I had to unscrew it from the body of the amplifier itself, so it's literally just sitting there floating around, because I've had to put a makeshift clamp around it, because it was buzzing its tits off. I mean, I'm not talking like just I'm on about a and I'm thinking, well, that's no good. I can't watch telly with that going off. Honestly, it sounds like a pneumatic jackhammer going off in the living room. It's brilliant. But with this clamp that's clamping the plates together on the transformer, it keeps them nice and tight so they don't buzz. But obviously I can't fit it in its proper place, so I could do with a new one of them, really. I could do with upgrading that. Oh, I can't win, can I? I mean, there's so many things I could do with having and using and buying and what have you, but I just don't know what to do. I don't know what... I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I just don't know. I ain't got a clue. I mean, I would like a nice new TV. It would be nice. I remember the first time I bought my very first widescreen one, which was a 46-inch, right? And I thought it was the nuts when I had it. It was fantastic. It was a great big thing, it was. They like your slim and skinny things we've got these days, but I mean, even the one I've got now that replaced that one, because that one died, even that one ain't as skinny as some of the things you've got these days. But it was a damn good television, as I thought. And then I realised that, I've paid all this money and it's not that good after all. So you have to be careful when you're buying TVs. You have to think about it instead of rushing and jumping the gun, if you like. You got to think about things and do a bit of research, which is what I do these days. That's why I say with the Sony stuff, I do like Sonys, but I mean, obviously now they may be a little better, but they're, for argument's sake, the hertz that the TVs run at, the one that I've got at the moment is only a 50 hertz TV, right? Yes, it's a 46-inch widescreen, full HD apparently, from what it was supposed to be back then, which was 1080p and all the rest of it. But it's still only a 50 hertz TV. so it's all right, but not brilliant. And then when other companies, other than not Sony, but there's likes of LG and Samsung and what have you, and all the rest of them, they was bringing out 300 and 400 and 600 hertz TVs, apart from Panasonic, right? Panasonic, I think they misunderstood the actual meaning behind kilohertz when you're actually, well, hertz, yeah. So it made me laugh, that did, because I asked the guy in the shop about this particular TV, which was there's boasting it's a 600 hertz television. This was like the biggest one out there of yet. And the sales reps explaining, like, yes, it's not actual one panel on the screen. There's 6 individual ones running at 100 hertz each. And I looked at him and says, okay, so it's not a 600 hertz TV. Yeah, it is, because you got the 6 panels are running at 100 hertz each. I says, no, it's still only 100 hertz. Well, it says it's a 600. I says, no, look, if you've got a light bulb in the fucking socket in the ceiling, right, and it's a 50 hertz light bulb, but if you put 10 of them, it's still using 50 hertz. Each one is an individual. It's still 50 hertz. It's not now fucking 500. Oh, good grief. He still couldn't grasp the concept. But anyway, but as you know, that kind of concept now, the hertz stuff has gone through the roof. I mean, there's 800s, there's thousands, and I think there's one a bit higher than that now. But there's some other kind of thing that they've brought out. Is it POI or something? I don't know, PO something. It's something to do with the contrasts situation. I don't fucking know. Picture of something, I don't know. Anyway, so you've got to look for that now and to see whether it's a true black or it's almost there or not quite, and is it 1,000 ratio or is it a gazillion ratio? There's all that kind of rubbish to consider, like, And I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. I'm quite happy to settle. I mean, I know I ain't going to be able to get the fucking nuts of TVs because I can't afford it. But I want something that is sort of mid-range-ish if I can do it. Because I would like something around about the 800 hertz range. If I could, I think Sony do an 800 hertz range one. I think they do. But I'm not 100% sure now. I mean, it's been a while since I was looking at it. So I know that there was a fucking Samsung was 1,000. I think LG does about 1,000. There's something else, and then there's something else, and you got the curved TVs. And I mean, I like the idea of a curved TV, but I don't see the point. To be fair, I mean, I don't see what is the initial reason behind it. I don't get it. I mean, I think as far as having it as because the curved TVs tend to be more 3D, don't they? They do a 3D thing on them, don't they? So I'm looking at thinking, well, if it's solely for 3D, then I can imagine it being really good for a 3D image, having that curved screen. But as just a normal TV being curved, I don't see where that benefits. I just don't get it. I don't know. But like I say, I've only seen them in the shop and not really gone through it and had a good old look, so I couldn't really say, to be sure. But I imagine that, for watching 3D films on a curved screen, I can imagine it'll really pop out, like, and look as real, if you like. I don't know. Whereas in practical thing, I mean, a flat screen would be just as good for 3D. I know that's true because when you go to the cinema's a flat screen. It's not a curved one when you go and watch 3D. So, and I've seen a couple of films in 3D. So again, the question is what is the point? What does it matter whether you have a straight one or a curved one? I mean, I've seen some nice 55-inch. Them are well cool, them all. Flat and curved. But I don't think I'd go for a curved one, though. I think I'll just go for a normal flat one. But it's the frequency is what I'm after. It's the kilohertz. The hertz. The hertz is what I want. for the it's the refresh rate, eh? When you're playing your games and what have you, and watching your Blu-rays and stuff like that. It's not so much the signal that's being broadcast to you, because that's still low, unfortunately. I think that's something around about 23.9 frames per second when it beams into you. I don't know what the streaming stuff does for the likes of well, anyway, that all depends on your bandwidth, doesn't it? So I don't know, I haven't really gone into all that lot, but I mean, for playing games on a TV or watching DVD or Blu-ray, and most likely be Blu-ray, that's where your refresh rate will shine. Broadcasting won't, but that kind of thing will. So, and that's what I'd like, is something like that. So I can stick on if I have a 3D TV, I'd stick on one of these epic 3D films like Miss Peregrine's. I mean, Children of Hotel or Home for Unusual Children, or something like that. I'd stick that on, because that's got a cracking 3D film. That was awesome. So that's the kind of thing I'm thinking of if I do decide to get a TV, right? You know what I mean? If I don't know. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Because, like I say, there's also the idea of buying myself a new camera to upgrade what I've got now. And then the thought of maybe I could do with buying myself a new amplifier for me surround sound system. There's lots of little tidbits that I'd like to have, but I just don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm at a little bit of a loss. Decisions, I don't know. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd buy the fucking lot, you know what I mean? But yeah, I can't afford it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I looked at it from a longevity point of view, it's a fucking nice word, that, isn't it? As in, when I spend the money, how long will it last before it fucks up and having to have it replaced? You know what I mean? That would be sort of, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years, possibly. I don't know. I really don't know. That would be the TV side of things. I mean, it depends, doesn't it? It depends how much thraping it gets. The surround sound amplifier, that may last longer, but if it's anything goes on what I've got today, then maybe not. Because I mean, I've had it for, well, how many years have I had the damn thing? Good grief. It's been a long time, let me think. 5. I reckon it's got to be somewhere knocking on 8 years. Easy. But for at least 5 or 6 of those years, it's had the top off because the transformer packed up on it. But I don't know. I know it was out of the warranty, so I couldn't have it done with the warranty, so I know that much. So at least 12 months have gone by. Cameras, I mean, how long do they normally last for? I mean, I can't really gauge on that. I mean, I've had my little compact one for a few years now, and that's still going strong, so I don't know. Yeah. It's the same with it, you know, I suppose if you look after it, then it'll last longer. But in saying that though, my TV was always looked after. I mean, I didn't really do anything to it. I mean, it was as if I was playing fetch with it, you know what I mean, or carrying it around with me in my back pocket. I mean, it was just sat on the frigging TV stand. It It might have got a bit dusty one, from time to time, and I'll give it a clean off now and again, but, yes, I probably did thrape it to death with hours upon hours of Call of Duty. So that might be the reason why it decided to pack up. I mean, I don't know. But it lasted 4 years, that did, before I had to have it changed. Because the LCD display started to have this bleed effect. It was the certain areas was stained, and it looked like it had run down, and it was weird, really strange. Right. But this one I've got now seems to be having the similar kind of thing, where I've got light and dark patches across the screen now. Don't get me wrong, I know that the TV screens are better these days. I mean, isn't the TV screens now made of that, is it AMOLED? Or OLED, or OLED, or whatever you call it, OLED, or I don't know. Not omelette, it's, So, a bit like your phone screens, that's the kind of stuff it's made out of. It's called AMOLED, ain't it? ALED, ALED, or AMOLED, or AMOLED, or I don't fucking know. Anyway, is it AMLED? It's gonna piss me off now. AMOLED, OMLED, I don't know. It's gonna annoy me. But anyway, so the screens have got less likely of bleeding like that. I don't know. So there's that thought of longevity. When I buy something, I want it to last, not like the things these days are built to fall apart, aren't they? Pisses you off. Having to replace bits and bobs to whatever you have, I'll tell you what. It's just no good. It's just no good at all now. Duck! That is a low bridge. How do you know? Because it's got a big fucking sign on it saying low bridge, that's right. Yeah. So yes, things to think about. What do we do? I mean, also there is. Oh, good grief! I mean, I could go and buy myself the new PlayStation. They've got that PlayStation 4 Pro, haven't they? And I could probably part X mine for that. But the beauty of it is, I ain't even had this thing 12 months, and they've brought out a frigging PlayStation Pro. Is it any better? Is it? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Well, I could go and buy one of them. If I go up to the local shop, I think again they do you can swap them, can't you? You can do a part X thing. Have some money took off it. I don't know how much they give me, mind you. You know what's going on around here? Somebody lost their load of Kingspan or something. Chucked it straight. Okay, that's a mess, isn't it? That. Oh dear. But I suppose I could do that. Might actually inquire about that. My PS4. Pack it all up. And take it back to the shop and say, what's the deal on this? If I have that and that, what would you give me? You know what I mean? I think the PS4 Pro is about $3,500, I think. But I should get at least $150 knocked off that for my games console with bits and bobs, because the one I bought was 350 quid. It's a terabyte hard drive on it, and it has this TV thing that you can beam your TV to a different television or for whatever. I never used it. It's still in the frigging box. I don't even know what it was, what the point was, but I bought it because it's got this terabyte hard drive, and I thought, well, I'll have that instead, more space. So, which, to be honest with you, has been proving to be a bit of a fucking pain in the arse. Realistically, a PlayStation or even an Xbox, but a PlayStation is what I use. They ought to have solid state drives, not normal hard drives. You should have solid state drives these days. The reason why I say that is because when you do this download content, or you actually download a full game, like with obviously Call of Duty Remastered, the problem you're having is, what I've noticed, is that the frigging PlayStation, as soft as it sounds, I know it sounds a bit harsh, but it slows down. And when I first start playing the game, I die quite a lot, so I do see the kill cam quite a few times, but I'll die, kill cam, and then all of a sudden there's just the kill cams just evaporate. They just don't turn up anymore. But I notice when I come to closing the game off and selecting the close application, it struggles to get to flick up to that thing, and I imagine because it's using a lot of memory or whatever, so I don't know. It's just a nightmare. You would have thought that there'd be a way of, there might well be actually, I might have to inquire about that, like storing the games themselves and running them off an hard drive instead of running them off the actual main hard drive. But then that's fucking pointless though, isn't it? Why have a terabyte hard drive for? Oh, I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, see, there's all sorts of wonderful things that I could do, but I just don't know what to. I am at a dilemma. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I haven't got a clue. I'm getting tired, I am now. I've got to admit, I am getting tired. I don't know why. I mean, my sleep app said I would have done 86% last night, so it wasn't that bad. My fucking eyes are stinging now for some reason. I don't know why. There's something blowing in my face. Oh, man. It's probably this fucking camera on my head. It's making my eyes ache. Don't ask why, I don't know, but my freaking eyes are playing up like terrible now. I mean, I could even go and buy myself a quad bike for a laugh. I could have one of them. I could go and buy one of them tomorrow if there's one at a reasonable price. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Having a quad bike, stick the cameras on the quad bike. Oh dear. I think a quad bike would be a lot of fun. It would mean I'd have to wrap up warm when I went to work on it though, because there wouldn't be any excuse of not going to work. But the thing is, you see, right, this is my logic when it comes to things like that. If it's wet and it's rainy why should I go to work, get drowned, and then have to sit in soggy wet clothes all day? Because that's pretty much what I end up having to do. Move over, dude. You know what I mean? Because I haven't got anywhere like a locker of some sort where I can put stuff in and change. I've got none of that crap. That's one of the downfalls about, you know, being a lorry driver. Unless you work for like sort of a fucking, you know, supermarket chain of some sort where, you know, the drivers can go into their restroom and they've got lockers and this, that and the fucking other, I don't know, but I know that we haven't. So I've got nowhere I can put stuff. So I can't exactly put a waterproof suit on, if you like, and then pop to my locker and take it off, get it, hang it up and dry it out, like, you know. Can't do none of that. I know there's people out there that probably do, but that's them, not me. Alright? So that's the reason why I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't have a quad bike for going back as opposed to work on to that. I'd still have to be a fair weather rider. I'm a wuss. Simple as that. I'm just a big fucking wuss. I don't take my bike out on the road like this now because, one, I ain't paid for it yet, and two, I'm fearful of dropping it because it is a heavy bike, and I've only got to catch out of a bit of ice, and that's it, ta-da, and then I'm paying for something that's fucked. And I ain't doing that. Screw that for a game of soldiers. No way. Do you know I've done that before though? When I've ended up paying for something that's bollocks. It ain't fun. It certainly takes the enthusiasm straight out of it. I'll tell you that now. I've even ended up paying for something that's busted. Done that before. And had to wait for the freaking contract to finish. That was a tablet I had, that was. Good grief. What a fucking bag of shit that was. I used it as a fucking coaster at the end of it. That's what I did with it. Shit. I bricked it there. I was trying to put a different operating system on it, but it wouldn't have it. I ended up bricking it. So, hey ho, whatever. You see, if it was a decent piece of kit in the first place, I wouldn't have had to mess with it, would I? I mean, I've had my iPad there for, well, nearly 12 months now, and I've not messed with it, not fiddled, not had to probe it, poke it, twist it, change it, flap about with it, alter this and mess. No, it's just, you know, as it is. It's great. It does what it does for me. I can play my games on it. So, you know, I'm happy. All I wanna do is go back home. I've had enough already. Oh, if I ain't told you already, I think I haven't. No, oh whatever. My appointment has come through. Yay! For the 18th of 18th of January on a Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to that. I really am. Can't wait. I don't know whether I've got to keep going or whether I've just got to go the once. I don't know. But if it's a thing that I've got to keep doing, I ain't going to keep affording having days off like that. I'll say, no. If you want me to keep coming, I'm going to have to keep coming on a freaking Saturday. Can't keep doing it on days when I'm at work. I need the money. Well, it's at 20 past 9 in the morning, I think. It says allowed for 50 minutes for the appointment. Allowed for the all day if you mind, I don't mind. We're doing fat lot all day anyway, so that'll be it. I will be intrigued to know what they're going to do, as in therapy, as in talking, like I'm doing now, rattling on about absolute garbage, but you know, keeps you like entertained. So it'll be interesting to find out what they're going to say about it, and how that if I'm speaking wrong or what I'm doing. Because I mean, most of my chatting, apparently, according to the doctor when I went last time, there are ways of talking when you're actually sitting down. So I don't know. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. I don't know. But we will find out. I still think I'm going to end up having to have that nodule lopped off. I really do think I'm going to have that nodule lopped off. Because it still feels like I've got some wrapped around my vocal cords at times. The only way I can explain is it's like having a thick snot at the back of your throat. It's the only way I can explain it. You're trying to cough it up and just won't shift. Thick snot at the back of your throat, all slimy and gooey. Sometimes I wonder about you lot. Get your head out the gutter. Last night I went to the Chinese in the local one around Quinton, and I had myself a Chinese from there, and I had one from there for I have no idea how long. It has been an age, years. I mean, absolute years. I hope we're following a fucking tractor and you ain't just putting up here for the sake of putting up here. 20 miles an hour. What the fuck are you doing? There's got to be a tractor here. No, he's doing 25 miles an hour up the hill. Well, in that case, dude, either you can't drive, or you're way, way heavier than what you're supposed to be. Yeah, odd. Well, he can't, because it looks like he's got his axles there, up in the air, so he can't be heavy. He must have been just, well, I don't know what he was doing. Yeah. If you're sitting down and talking, you have to do it this way. Okay, I'll do it that way then. What about when I'm singing and I'm standing up? Well, then you have to do it this way. Oh, I do hope they can sort it, or at least give me something to, you know, some pointers. Yeah. Very, very, very strange. Oh man. Oh, my aching bum. I've got an aching bum. My bum is aching. We are almost here. Not far to go now. Nope, not at all. We are only round the corner from this place, and we can turn the camera off, relax for 5 minutes before the start to unload me and I'm going to get drowned in this shitty weather. Awesome. Absolutely. And I must remember to do the lottery tonight, because I forgot on Tuesday and I forgot Wednesday. And I think I forgot the weekend as well. Yes. And if my numbers came up, I would cry. I think I'd cry for the whole year. I really would. I wouldn't stop crying. Yeah, can you imagine that though? You just forget that one day. That's probably that'd be my luck, that would. I'd forget that one day just to put the lottery on and my numbers come up. Yeah. That would be serious bad luck. I'd hate that. That'd be fucking awful. Absolutely. I wonder if I'd be able to get away with faking it. I know somebody has. Apparently. It's in the papers, right? Some dude had faked a winning ticket. He was also a not a very nice person either, apparently. Jammy cow got away with it, and he's now £2.5 million richer. Lovely jubbly, oh lovely jubbly. It's a bit of a tight squeeze around here, isn't it? Just a bit. I want to go this way, doo-dah, doo-dah. So I'm going to go this way, oh me doo-dah day, oh me doo-dah day, oh me doo-dah do. Yay! We're here! Fantastic! Brilliant! And they're still digging this shit up. That's the second time they dug that hole up, actually. That one there. It was all tarmac and they was digging at it again, so I think they must have knackered something up when they was pouring it down. It didn't quite get to plan. Oh look. Some bellenders parked their car right outside the gate. The amount of times I've been told not to park their vehicles outside the gate is stupid. Absolutely. I don't know, whatever. Not to worry. Anyway, I'm here. I'm going to go. Oh, yes. Because my eyes are playing up. Fucking hell, man. Oh, wow. I'm going to go and I will speak to you a lot some other time. So, toodle pip for now. Go on then. Off you pop. Pop, poppity poppins.